Excuse me, sir.
Hi.
Sir, is this
Hi.
your car?
Yes.
How old were you when you became a crorepati?
So I started my business at the age of 26, and I think by 27 that was done.
Can we have a few minutes of your time for the younger generation?
We'll talk inside my office. It's right here.
Sure, why not? Let's go.
Come.
So, who am I here with?
Hi Harsh, this is Dheeraj Gupta. I'm the founder of Jumboking, the burger born in India.
What is the most amount of money that Jumboking, the brand, has made in a single year?
We closed last year at 122 crores in turnover.
And when did this start?
Jumboking started way back in 2001. For the first 17 years, we operated as a vada pav business. And in 2017, we realized that the younger generation is, very aspirational. As our incomes are increasing, burgers is where we felt the future lies, and that's when we pivoted to burgers. And since then, it has been a fantastic ride.
What was your first ever hustle or your job that you did before starting Jumboking?
So, as I said, I come from a family business. So, my father was kind enough, to let me pursue my dream. And so I had started a brand around Indian mithai, which way back when I was like 24 years old, fresh out of an MBA college, and that was we really struggled with that, and I had to shut that company down in 2 years' time. And post which Jumboking started.
And now you're 30.
No, now I'm 51.
You look really good for 51.
Thank you.
So, when you started Jumboking, what were the initial challenges that you faced?
Challenges were plenty. So, getting the right suppliers, getting the right team, and especially when we were building the company, the VC and the P culture was not prevalent as yet. So, we had to really bootstrap and build the business, doing most of the things ourselves.
And how much of your personal money did you have to invest to start this?
I had borrowed 2 lakh rupees from my father.
How many outlets does Jumboking have?
We are now at 175 operational stores.
100 is
Very large, the Bombay and Delhi. Yeah, we hasn't got into the country as yet. India is a very large country.
You have 175 stores. How?
2 cities. Yeah.
In 2 cities. How did you go from zero, like from 1 to 175 outlets? What are the challenges? What was the investment? What are the setbacks?
The challenges from store number 1 to 10 were very different from the challenges we faced from store number 10 to 100. And now as we are scaling up from store 100 to 1000, it's like a completely different game.
So let's say the entrepreneurs who are starting out a new food business or something like that, who are in their first to 10 franchises, what are the problems they would face, or what are the things that they should keep in mind before, getting into that?
One is trying to go too fast. So I'm a marathon runner. So we are taught when you're doing a 21 kilometer run, you don't start going really, really fast from the first kilometer. You have to pace yourself. So I have this business coach. Her name is Minu Mariel. I was very fortunate to get her in my life in 2017. And that's when she made me understand this journey of 1 to 10, 10 to 100, and 100 to 1000, and then beyond that.
So basically, building a business is like running a marathon and not a 100-meter sprint.
Yeah, absolutely. A business is not a 100-meter sprint.
Do you feel a franchise model helps the business spread faster and become famous quicker than just growing it?
I feel I am a franchising person. I love working with entrepreneurs because it helps us grow much faster. And also, of course, with the coming in of the international brands. So like Jumboking, we are looking at going into Dubai. We feel that the time has come for India to take its place in the world as a world leader, and it's going to be brands which will exert the soft power, and that is what excites us.
Was there ever a point that you went broke?
I think the first business which failed is like you got completely beaten down, and then you have to rise up again, motivate yourself and say, oh, okay, I'm going to start another business. I came from a family business. I said I could have gone back into the safety net of the family business, but I wanted to make my dad proud, and I said that no, I'm going to start again. So it was tough, but yeah.
What has been your biggest mistake or a learning that you've had while growing Jumboking?
I made that mistake, and I see a lot of people make that mistake, that they overestimate what they can do in 1 year and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Everything that happens, it happens twice. First in your mind and then in reality.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Right? So I said, but वो हमने mind में तो देख लिया. Now in reality you are very impatient, you want to see it really fast. It's like, an analogy would be a student who's doing really well in the 5th standard and topping class, and the teacher straight away puts him into the 10th standard because he's really bright. 5th to 10th straight away he's struggling because there are the big boys over there, and he does not have a strong foundation.
Did you ever have to close any of the Jumboking outlets that were not working or anything like that?
Any store that shuts, there are only two reasons. One is either we got the real estate call wrong, which means we thought that the location will do 10 lakhs a month in sale and it end up doing only 2 lakhs. Second is we franchise, and sometimes the franchisee comes in thinking he have invested the money and now the systems will do the work. So we tell people, that we have built this gym. Gym में आके workout आपको करना पड़ेगा. The machines are not going to do the exercise for you. You will not get a six-pack body just by taking gym membership. You'll have to come and slog it out over there.
What would you say is the smartest financial decision that you took for the brand?
We took the financial decision of not putting up company-owned stores. We had for a certain time put up certain company-owned stores, and we realized that we would have to keep on raising venture capital and private equity and keep on diluting, and by the time the brand would have reached 1,000 stores, right, as the promoter would have been down to single digit equity holding, and then I would just be waiting to exit the company, take the money, and then go and buy an island and live somewhere.
And what would you say is your best personal money habit?
So we are Marwadis, and so someone had said that you should do 10% charity of the money that you make, and you should be able to live off 10% of the income that you make, and everything else has to be reinvested back.
If we were to give you 1 crore rupees of money right now, what would be the best possible categories or places or brands or anywhere to invest it?
I understand brick and mortar retail, right? Different people have different DNAs. So I would invest into a brick and mortar company which is building a brand, because that is where the premiumization happens.
And so again, I wanted to go back to this one question that just popped in my head. How exactly do you maintain the quality of the burgers across all your franchises?
We have 3 core products. One is the burger bun, then is the burger patty, and third is the sauce. So there is a patty making plant. They only make the patty. And then we have a sauce making plant. And these are all ISO 22000 certified companies. They exist to be able to provide the products to brands. So it's a win-win situation, and they are experts. These plants are literally hundreds of crores worth of investment.
Is it smart to have a lot of SKUs in your menu if you're starting like any sort of food restaurant?
I think this is a classical mistake that most Indian restaurants make, and we learned this early on, that the fewer the SKUs, the better control we will have on every aspect of it. So there is this saying that if you have 100 products on your menu, your supply chain will run up to 100 kilometers, which means you can have stores in that radius. Right. While if you have only 10 SKUs, your supply chain will run up to 1,000 kilometers and beyond.
What would you say is the number one mistake that the founders or the youngsters or the young entrepreneurs make while starting a business?
One is being impatient, wanting to become $1 billion business in 5 years' time. And I think this glamour of raising money, right? Someone raised 10 crores, someone raised 100 crores, someone raised 1,000 crores. So this entire thing of, hey, I raised money. And it is said that raising money, it's like a chef has gone and bought the sabzi. आप सब्जी खरीद के आए हो, आपने डिश नहीं बनाया है, right? So why are you announcing to the world कि मैं सब्जी खरीद के लाया हूँ? भाई आप डिश बनाओ, which is good, people will like it, then you will, you can say that, hey, I did well.
Was that one piece of advice that you received in your entire journey of your life that helped you, let's say, not only in your business but also in your life?
There is this amazing author. His name is Rees. He has written this book called Focus, where he has said that you need to pick up one thing and become the best in the world at it. I would rather master one thing and go all over the world with that and be the best in it, rather than doing 10 things in one geography and be mediocre at those 10 things.
What is that one piece of advice that you'd like to give to the younger generation?
The next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years belong to us, right? So opportunity is there. You need to get the right education, super important, and take any opportunity. आप कुछ भी उठाओ, right? It can become $1 billion business. सपना बड़ा देखो, and बड़ा सपना देख लिया, उसके बाद में be patient as you build it.
So what are the 3 things that you would advise a founder or an entrepreneur who's just starting a business to keep these 3 things in mind?
Find a mentor, find a mentor, find a mentor. To learn from their mistakes, right? And there are enough people who have made mistakes. I'm not saying do everything that the mentor says, but just keep your eyes and ears open. know what the others are doing. So when I was 25 and when I was starting the business, I went and met a lot of people, right? But I had to go and meet people because internet का ज़माना नहीं था तभी, right? Podcasts नहीं होते थे. You are doing an amazing job by doing this kind of interviews and making it available to people, right? So I had to read autobiographies. And that is where I got my learnings from.
Two things that I want to ask you for, since you said this. One, what is that one piece of advice that you'd like to give to the young 20-year-old Dheeraj?
धीरज से काम लो. Be patient, because धीरज से काम लिया होता, where we are today, we would have reached at the age of 40.
That's some amazing advice. Now, before I let you go, you told us that you're 51. What is it that you do to keep yourself so active, to keep yourself mentally active and charged up and motivated every day?
I got this business coach at Spokeport, Minu Mariel, who came into my life, and so she explained to me, this might be useful for your viewers a lot, that there are 6 aspects of all our lives, right? So for me, Jumboking was everything. Subah utte, khate, peete, Jumboking, Saturday, Sunday, chutti pe bhi hai to wo. But that is one part of Dheeraj. What about your health? Where is your $1 billion ambition for your health? That's when I started running the marathons. Then there's a third aspect called your spiritual growth, right? And I am a 5 a.m. club guy. So in fact, I just completed 5 years in the 5 a.m. club. Then what about relationships, your family? There has to be an amazing plan that you're working on. Then what are you giving back to the society? So it was like that. And then for the environment, that is the 6th bucket. She said that each of these 6 buckets ke liye, you have to have a goal, and all of these 6 buckets pe you have to be working every single day of your life.
You've got some amazing advice. Thank you so much for your time. We learned a lot from you.
Thank you.